Hello, Tustinkins. This is Talking Tustin, Episode 2, Tustin Quiz Show. This is your host, Nathan Jurgen, and you already know my co-host, Mrs. Ann Jurgen. Say hi, Ann.
Hello, Tustin.
Ann, I don't know if you realize this, but you're already kind of gaining a following after just Episode 1.
Coming to you live here from our dining room table.
Yeah, you become kind of a hit in Tustin
and the
podcast
world.
field already. Me, not so much, but you kind of became a hit. We're getting some good feedback from you, about you. I don't know if you knew that, but we're going to let you know.
Thank you, world.
Thank you, Tustin World. Anyways, we're here talking Tustin. This episode was going to be our first, but because of the recent news, we wanted to get the other story out. Mm-hmm. But what we're going to get into is a whole quiz of the history of Tustin, and
yes, and there are some
current events,
current questions,
updated kind of questions here. We were going to have a guest here. It was going to be a quiz show, me, your host, versus the guest, but
nobody wanted to
everybody
come on.
backed out. Nobody wanted to go toe-to-toe on Tustin with me.
So now it's just
going to be questions at me, but I'll probably have questions for you and Tustin in general, because...
For me or for Tustin? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Tustin?
I'm talking to you, and we might have some questions for you. We'll probably have some questions for Tustin, too.
All right.
So I might be just asking more questions back.
I'm ready.
All right, so we didn't have a guest. Everybody backed out. Cold feet, didn't want to go toe-to-toe. We've been here 4 years in Tustin. We love it.
Yes.
That's why we're doing the podcast. So I guess let's just dive in.
All right, are you ready?
Hit the theme for the quiz show.
I don't have a theme song.
All right, get out your list of questions.
But
How many questions are we dealing with today?
I've got a list of 20 questions about Tustin. Some
right.
of them I already know you know the answers to.
Very good. Money in the bank.
But I'm going to ask them anyway.
All right, let's do it.
The first one you should be able to get right if you can do basic math. The first question is, what year was the city incorporated?
The city of Tustin was incorporated in 1927. We just celebrated the 90th anniversary at the end of 2017.
That is correct.
Woo!
1927.
1-0.
1 point up on the score. I don't know who...
Is somebody keeping score?
Who are you versing? Yourself?
Myself.
Okay. Question number 2. I also know you know the answer to this because we just talked about it at lunch today.
Very good.
What is the city's...
Always talking Tustin.
What is the city's official motto?
City's official motto. Tustin, City of the Living. No, that was a very bad impression.
Wrong.
That was an inside joke. That's not John Rhys Davies in here. Tustin motto is City of Trees, obviously.
Correct.
Because we have so many different kinds of trees.
Personally?
Right? I don't think so.
Not a fan of the motto.
I like it.
I don't like it.
What about City of the Living, though?
Better. Closer. Warmer.
Okay, so 3 things I know about Tustin. They like their chili. We like our chili.
Yeah.
We like our hanger. And we like impressions. So if you do a better impression of John Rhys Davies, Indiana Jones, we want to hear it.
Is that a fact about Tustin?
That's one of 3 facts the last 4 years I've lived here that I've found out.
All right. Well, since we just said
two for 2.
We're the city of trees, the next question is, what is Tustin's official tree?
This one's also easy because I remember it because I didn't know it.
By the way, not sure I've ever seen one of these trees.
I've never seen it either.
Tustin, but go ahead.
A lot of these I feel like I know the answer to, but just because I've never seen it in Tustin, that's why it sticks in my brain.
Okay, so our official tree
Our official tree is the red flowering eucalyptus.
That's correct.
Yeah. I'd never seen it really.
I don't know if I have either.
I must have ran by it at some point.
I definitely don't think I've ever seen it while it's flowering, because I feel like I would remember that, but we've lived here for 4 years, so we must have seen it.
People of Tustin, where do we see the red flowering eucalyptus?
There we go.
What park do we need to go to? Where do we need to go? Because, yeah, I want to see it. Anyways, 3 for 3.
You're doing great.
Maybe it's a good thing the guests all backed out because we're killing it.
Great. I almost feel like I shouldn't even bother asking you question number 4 because it's too easy. Who founded Tustin?
Everybody knows who founded Tustin, right? Mr. Tustin. Columbus Tustin.
Columbus Tustin founded Tustin.
Exactly.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we getting into some harder ones here? Because these are really gimmies, I feel like.
It's getting harder. This is a fun fact that you love to talk to people about.
Okay. Wait, maybe we should tell people how we came up with these questions. I had seen part of a YouTube video that had some of these question answers and asked people of Tustin. I didn't finish it. That was about 5-6 months ago, maybe. So I said, in preparation for this podcast, and please watch that video, come up with the questions, right?
Yes.
Write the question and answers down.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So this is a fun fact that Nate loves to talk to people about all the time for some reason. As of 2017, what is the population of Tustin? And I'm not going to give you the point unless you get it exact, which
I don't know the exact.
You can't do, but for now I'll
give
take
it
a ballpark.
See, my gripe with this question is the main census, I think, population-wise, is on the sign, Welcome to Tustin. That's at 78,000. I believe the 2016 update was around 80,000. I'm going to get there.
2017.
So as of 2017, it's between 80 and 81,000 people of Tustin. We love you, Tustin people. All 80,000 of you. I think it's 80,320.
All right.
4. Is that correct?
You're close. As of 2017,
80,000?
it's actually 82,000.
Oh my gosh.
372 is our population.
I was 2,000-ish off.
Yeah.
Pretty close. All right. I guess I don't get that.
You don't get that point.
All
Sorry. Great follow-up question, though.
4,
Number 6.
Am I 4 and 1?
Yeah.
4 and 1.
Yeah.
All right. Keeping track.
When Tustin was incorporated in 1927, what was the population?
Oh, wow. This is a hard one.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna
I
have
think it was
guess
very
here.
small. 4.
4? Come on.
Oh, does it have to be based on some kind of state, like, to
Well,
create
I'm
a
just
county?
saying. I mean, that would be like the whole Tustin family. That seems silly.
I thought it could be because they were kind of fighting Santa
All
Ana.
right, so 4 is your final answer.
No, I'll go with 1,000.
All right.
1,004.
You're actually not too far off. It was 900 people.
Okay.
In 1927.
But do we know how many people you had to have in that day to create a town? Like,
is there a minimum?
I think there was.
Okay.
But it changes.
I did not research any deeper into this.
Tustin, we're asking you, how many people in 1927 did you actually have to create a city?
Okay.
Send it.
So I think you're
4 and 2.
4 and 2 now.
Do you think my guess would have got those though?
Probably not.
Oh.
Unless
Those
they're
are pretty
really good at
tough.
guessing. You could guess the number 900.
I was close on both. You were stingy on the Tustin population though, I feel like.
want an exact number.
All
right. Number 7. I don't know why you would know this.
Question number 7.
Who was the first mayor of Tustin?
Oh gosh, I've heard the name and I can't recall.
Okay, do you want to make a name up?
Ed Harkin. Mayor Ed Harkin.
Interesting. Byron Barney Crawford.
Oh, typical Barney Crawford.
Yes.
They don't have a picture of him?
I don't
Was
know.
there something big about him?
Honestly, did not
He was just
research
Tustin's
any
first
deeper
mayor.
into this than finding these questions.
Because, as you know, Tustin, we do have a bust of Columbus Tustin now on the corner of El Camino and Main in Old Town, but I've never seen a bust or anything of the mayor, Barney. What was the last name?
Oh, Crawford.
Bonnie Crawford.
He
I've
was
never
just
seen
the
that.
first mayor, and maybe he didn't
Yeah, didn't have much to do.
do anything special.
We're getting some hard questions. You started off super easy. I thought I was.
Oh, sorry.
on a
Well, here's
roll.
another easy one for you. Then let me throw you a softball. Number 8.
Well, throw me a slow pitch.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have to necessarily be a soft ball.
No, that's the expression, isn't it?
I don't think that is the expression.
Yeah, you don't want a hardball question. You want a softball.
I want a slow pitch so I could actually hit it out of the park.
Slow pitch softball. Who is the current
That could
mayor?
be even harder. Current mayor?
Yes.
As of today.
Yeah.
Because I know who it is as of today. It's Al Murray. He just became mayor in 2017 as this podcast is being recorded. It used to be Dr. Alan Bernstein. That was last year.
Wait.
And before that, it was Chuck Puckett. It changes every year.
I know, but I looked it up before I asked you these questions, and I thought it still said Alan Bernstein.
Oh, no, they just changed it over to Al Murray.
I guess that's minus a point for me because I
That's
didn't
minus a point
even
for your
have
research.
the right answer
Where did
recorded.
you check it up that the research was that bad?
Googled it.
Was there a Tustin Wikipedia?
No.
Tustinites, go to Wikipedia. Please update
I
current
did. It
mayor.
wasn't Wikipedia.
I've seen some online that still say Chuck. So it
Oh,
changes
well,
every year.
I would know that it wasn't him.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it updates. I think, and the mayor pro tem is Becky Gomez,
All
so
right,
she'll be at
point
next.
for you, minus point for me then.
I'm trying to get
I
those
guess.
bonus points with all this extra
Yeah.
Tustin
shoot.
trivia.
Okay, this next question I did not know the answer to. I also
Where are we at now?
still don't
Question
really
8?
know the answer. I mean, I know it in that I know what the answer is, but no, this isn't going to make sense until I tell it to you.
It's a real meta question.
We're on question 9. From 1918 to 1973,
False.
there
Is
was,
this true or false?
There was a famous juice company. That's the part I take issue with because I've never heard of this
You
company.
never heard of this juice?
There was a famous juice company
Juice Weasel.
operating in Tustin on Main Street. What was this company?
Juicy Juice.
Good guess.
What is it?
The Ut Juice Company.
How do you spell that?
UTT. Ut.
Never heard of that either.
And
Wait,
me either.
How long was it in business?
1918 to 1973.
Pretty long.
I don't know that they're out of business. They're just not
In Tustin.
operating in Tustin anymore. I should have researched this more. I didn't.
We got to get out there, Tustin.
Never
We got to
heard-
get our boots on the ground.
Never
Where
heard of-
is the UT company? Why
never
have they
heard of
left
it.
our fair city? All right, we're getting some. I thought we were getting some slow pitch, slow balls.
All right. Well, no, just the mayor one. I
Okay.
didn't.
And that one you didn't even have the correct.
The rest of them. Well, no, there's another kind of easy one coming up.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're halfway through. We're at question number 10.
Oh, this is not bad.
How many restaurants are in Tustin?
Oh my God, this is a hard question.
And you always feel like Tustin's a really small city. I'm just going to remind you before you answer, it's not.
It's not a small
That's
city.
small, but
I know 82,000
Yeah, but that always seems to shock you, like you think it's really small.
restaurants in Tustin.
How many restaurants in Tustin?
I want to say somewhere around 300 for some reason.
All right.
As you know, a restaurant week is coming up.
That's true.
Through the Tustin Chamber of Commerce. So I feel like I've heard the number before.
Okay.
I want to say also in the thousands.
Wow.
Is that way off?
That's a big range.
I'm going to say 342.
300 to the 1,000.
342 restaurants.
You're overestimating Tustin. There are actually, well, I don't have an exact number, but there are over 260.
I was pretty close.
Pretty big amount of restaurants.
Yeah.
Although when you think about it,
That's a lot of restaurants per person, almost. What does that equate to?
no, I don't know. I can't
Do your
that.
math.
I can't do that math in my head
No?
right now.
All right.
Okay. Question number 11.
Am I 50-50 right now? What's?
I lost count. I guess I should have been writing it down.
I think it's
didn't,
like five.
I didn't
5 out of
think
10.
I needed to keep score because
Yeah.
there's no one
Well, I'm playing myself.
against you.
Yeah.
Except I did get minus a point for having an answer wrong.
Yeah, that's not your fault. That's the internet.
Okay. How many grocery stores are in
Oh
Tustin?
my
This
gosh.
surprised me.
These are some crazy questions.
How many grocery stores?
These are like right from the Tustin Chamber like directory or what?
How many grocery stores are in Tustin?
There's a lot. I'm gonna say 25.
See, I didn't feel like there were. Oh, okay. There are 10.
Oh,
and
that
that
doesn't seem
answer
enough.
surprised me.
That's not enough.
Because I was trying to count in
Trader
my head.
Joe's, grocery outlet, the new Stater Brothers, the old Stater Brothers, Ralph's, Albert's. I mean, there's a
I
lot.
forgot that New Stater Brothers is part of
I think that
Tustin.
list isn't correct. I think it's more towards my 25, so I think I should get half a point.
Nope.
Oh boy.
I'm not giving out half points. Sorry, sir.
Only 10?
10.
I'm gonna have to count them, and if it's more than 10,
Your Trader Joe's grocery outlet, Ralph's, Albertsons, Smart and Final counts, I guess.
Yeah.
Stater Bros, other Stater Bros. I'm at 7.
we'll
Does
have to-
here's my question. Does
yeah,
a,
some are like half and half.
does a
99
small
cent
market,
store.
does like a Claro's count?
I think Claro's counts.
I don't know.
Any place with produce, right, should count.
Ooh, I don't know what defines a Tustin. What defines a grocery store?
Tustin, count your grocery
Does it
stores.
have,
Let
I
us
don't know
know.
that
Did
it
we
has
miss
to
any?
have produce. Is that a definition of a grocery store?
You have to have groceries? I'm not sure.
Oh boy! All right, moving on. Question 12.
Let's get some other questions here. These are
What do you mean? I'm working. I'm.
all right.
I'm moving on to the
These
next
were a
one
little
right
bit
now.
obscure. You started out with a bang, and now it's a little bit.
I didn't make these questions up.
All right.
All right. Question
some
number
hits.
12. What year did Tiller Days first take place? Tiller Days is a weekend-long event in
Tustin.
September. It's September, right?
I think so.
September, no, maybe October. It's in the fall. We've been every year since we
Yeah.
moved here, and for some reason I can't remember
When did it
actually
start?
happens. What year did it first take place? There's a big festival with rides, a carnival, games, food, a parade.
Okay. I think 1957. I think it was a 60-year anniversary.
Why do you know that?
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because Tiller Days was 60 years, the city was 90 years, and then the Tustin Chamber was also 60 years, I
I
believe.
really didn't think you were
2017.
going to know that.
Simple math, ladies and gentlemen. No magic.
Okay, yeah, 1957. That's been going on for a long time.
Go Tiller Days. Do we have any questions about the chili cook-off? Or the chili... Is that coming up?
Hold on, sir.
Okay, because I have some questions for you.
Well, so question number 13, since this is a quiz only about Tustin history, kind of seems too stupid to even ask, but here's the question. What city hosts the largest one-day chili cook-off?
True. Tustin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad...
I didn't know. I mean, it's
Question.
a bad question because obviously this is a quiz about Tustin, but
well, for our purposes,
I
believe.
didn't know it was the largest one-day chili cook-off.
But there's where they get you. There's some
pretty
asterisks.
impressive.
Yeah, it's like one day.
It's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. What do they get? Like 40,000 plus?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that information.
I believe it's like 40,000 plus. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, it's a really big day.
Yeah. It's,
Great event.
it's huge.
Tustin loves their chili.
We
I
gotta
told
try
you.
and have our own.
We'll have our own chili.
Trying to come up with a secret recipe for our chili for this year's cook-off.
Yes. Chili beat us at the cook-off.
Secret, so I won't say.
Yeah, we can't say
anything
much
else.
more. But yeah, we have to come after the chili.
Yeah, we're coming for you, chili winners.
Yeah, Mo. Remember Mo? She beat us. She had great chili.
But we weren't competing in the chili cook-off. That was the
Open contest, any kind of food, but chili won in Tustin.
It did.
All right.
Tustin loves its chili.
That's one thing I know.
All right. Question number 14. I got a sports question for you.
All right. I played softball in Tustin.
Chris Chester graduated from Tustin High School and played in Super Bowl 51. What team did he play for?
Super Bowl 51?
Yes, sir.
What Super Bowl are we at now?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Oh, boy. I am going to say Pittsburgh Steelers. No idea.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Close.
There have been,
Somehow close.
The video I watched where they were talking about this question, they were saying there have been quite a few
baseball players that passed through Tustin?
Not just baseball players, football,
athletes.
Pretty famous athletes to have come through Tustin. There was, back in the day, there was a woman from Tustin who was like one of the first women. Oh God, I don't know the facts, so if someone's gonna know.
This is all hearsay.
But she went to the Olympics, and it was really amazing for track and
nice.
field. She was like a sprinter, and she was from Tustin.
Oh, yeah. Tustin's a good place to run.
All right.
Question number
15. We're on question
We're almost
number 15.
done. That's quick.
Taking it prehistoric for you now, into prehistoric Tustin history.
Wow. How old is that?
T-Rex dinosaurs lived in North America,
Okay.
but you would never find a T-Rex fossil in Tustin. Why not? Why would you not find a fossil of a T-Rex dinosaur in Tustin?
I'm not sure because there's nothing to preserve them underneath geologically.
That's a solid answer.
Is that close?
No.
This is a trick question.
I feel like once you know it, you're going to feel like it was really obvious.
Because the tectonic plates shifted?
Wrong. Most of Orange County was underneath the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, gotcha.
When dinosaurs walked on North America.
I didn't think there were any Tyrannosaurus Rexes found on North America, though.
Here's the thing.
Right?
I didn't fact check the video that you sent me the link to, and they said T-Rex dinosaurs lived in North... I kind of want to Google it right now.
I want to Google that, yeah.
Should I... There's
Check out the 4D, 3D3.
There's going to be a pause in the video if I...
Yeah, check it up. See, now we need another couple people here to fact check
Well,
these.
you might just have to edit this out, babe, because I'm about to Google...
Okay, we're going to take a quick break.
T-Rex.
These ads are brought to you by Egg Inc.
North America.
Get your egg on, and we're going to check...
Tank. Scrambling new ideas...
Every day.
Since 2014.
Don't end up with egg on your face. Egg Inc.
No, they did. It says Tyrannosaurus lived throughout what is now Western North America, which is where we are.
Wow, I never knew. I thought... Oh, well.
But Tustin was underwater, so
you learn something every
no
day.
dinosaurs here.
Yeah. But they did say Western.
Yes.
So, how Western? Because you said Orange County was underwater.
Yes.
So
Everything
like Nevada?
that wasn't underwater,
so like Nevada
I'm guessing.
was
I don't know.
Right by the ocean back then.
It said Tustin and most of Orange County.
Gotcha. All
so
right.
I'm sure there are parts of California that weren't underwater.
Next question, please.
All right. Here's one. You said you know 3 things about Tustin. This was one of them. Number 16. How tall are the hangars?
Oh. I think they might have got this wrong.
What?
Because I hear different facts on it. 17 stories.
You're questioning my... I'm looking for a
17
measurement
stories.
in feet.
Oh. One story is what, 10 feet? 170 feet?
You're questioning all my answers, which is making me nervous.
It's 17 stories high. I know that for a fact. We get to run through them for the Tustin Hanger Half Marathon and
I want the measurement
5K.
in feet.
I'm going to say 170 feet. 220 feet.
Okay,
170 to 220 feet.
Okay, that's a pretty good estimate. The answer that I had originally...
Was 18 stories?
No, I asked for it in feet.
Sorry.
So, come on. Was 189 feet. I just
close.
Googled it, and...
Nailed it.
I've gotten 2 other
stories.
different answers, so no one seems to know for sure. The answer I originally had, 189 feet. Google is giving me both 178 feet and 192 feet.
Very close. I'll give that to me.
Guess I really don't
Why
want to
would you ask for that in
you.
feet, though? 17 stories sounds so much crisper.
Well, that wasn't
And that's tall.
That wasn't the information that I had.
One of the last wooden structures that tall in the world?
It's equivalent to 1 football field tall.
That's 300, wait,
2
100
football
yards?
fields wide.
We got to get our facts on
Long,
this
not
one.
not wide,
Yeah,
long.
not wide.
2 football fields long and 1 high, I think.
That's only 100 yards. No, that doesn't sound right. We're not the mathematicians here,
Am I
though.
wrong? I take everything back that I just said.
Because I heard 5 acres could be held underneath there. And it took like more than 200 million feet of board to create that wooden structure.
So what you're saying is that nobody actually knows how big it is.
Nobody knows the truth.
This says, 17 stories high,
There you go.
1,000 feet long.
Yeah, that's longer then. No, what's the yard to yard to foot measurement. That's
and
what we need.
300 feet wide.
Yeah, we'll have to get some.
Work on it.
We're doing a lot of, stories to foot and then foot to yard and all that. That's a lot.
1,000 feet is 333 yards.
So that's like over 3 football fields, long. If a football field is 100 yards.
Is that how long a football field is?
Not including the end zones, I think. And it's like 55 yards.
Football field's 120 yards.
Yeah, with the end zones.
Okay.
So yeah, over 3 football or just...
No, like 2 football fields.
Okay. Well, anyways, it's big. Running through there, you feel very tiny.
Wow, I didn't expect to have to do so much research.
I know, on the research.
About that question.
We had to do research on the research you already had.
All right.
Wow.
I'm not giving you the point for that.
Oh. It said 17 stories someplace.
Here's one I know you'll get, though.
All right, what question is this?
Question number 17.
Okay.
What are the
Lucky
hangers
17.
made out of?
Wood.
Wood. Good job.
Nice. Did it say anything about being the largest
Yes.
man-made wooden structure still standing or something like that?
It did.
Perfect.
All right, I've only got 3 more questions for
All
you.
right, here we go. Nailing it so far.
Question number 18. How long did it take to build each hanger?
It was actually pretty quick for the time.
It was
This was
pretty
post World War II. They were already...
should have taken about a year or 2.
I think it took 3 months.
Quicker.
3-4 months.
Good guess. You're being generous, though. It took
6 months?
9 months per hanger. Because
That's
they
kinda
were in
long.
a war scramble.
Yeah. But as soon as they built them, they were already redundant.
But otherwise, yes, that's true. But it otherwise would have taken a year or 2.
Good job, guys. 9 months.
Another one you should know the answer to. What were the hangers used for?
What originally were they planned to be used for?
Yeah.
They're a marine base.
Right. So what were they?
They were going to hold, I assume, the lighter than air units.
You should know this.
They were going to hold blimps.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is blimp the answer?
Blimps,
okay,
originally.
Blimps.
And then, but I've got
Try to overthink it.
I've got a progression for you.
Okay, blimps originally.
They were originally intended for blimps. Then what were they used for?
The lighter than air units? Or am I way off?
What's a lighter
That's
than
like
air unit?
better than a blimp.
No.
Okay, no? The marine units? I don't know.
What type of craft?
Zeppelin.
First blimps, then...
I don't know.
It was then for helicopter storage.
Oh, helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh, that's way too big for helicopters.
Well, they stored a lot at one time inside of them.
Yeah, but blimps are bulbous and large. Like, that's why you need that.
Yeah, but as soon as they
hanger.
built it for blimps, everyone was like, oh, but we don't need any blimps.
Yeah.
So then they put
Redundant.
helicopters in there.
Yeah,
And
gotcha.
now it's used for what?
To run through.
Well, yes, and...
Oh, commercials?
Yeah, like filming and special events and stuff.
Yeah, if you want to see a lot of car commercials, especially during the football season that's coming up, a lot of those, the hangers in the background. They also did a Disney electric parade type thing in there. Mm-hmm. You also get to run through it if you run the Tustin Hangar Half Marathon 5K.
Absolutely.
Coming March 11th, 2018. See you guys
race.
there. Oh, I love that race.
Okay, final question. I think I'm winning even though I'm not playing.
It's close, though.
Question number 20. How many square miles is Tustin?
Oh, wow. I should know this.
I don't know why you would.
Does it feel big or small? Give me a hint. Let me use my call a friend or something.
Here's my thing. I don't really understand measurement when given in square
foot?
miles. So I don't know if this is big or small.
That's why I feel like a lot of your questions were askew anyways, because you're like, oh, foot to yard to how many stories and
I'm going to be honest. But that is how you...
We're doing square miles.
Yes, that's how you measure...
Towns?
I mean, yeah.
Does it sound big or small?
I probably would have guessed...
Are we like double digits, triple digits?
I probably would have guessed smaller than what it actually is.
I'm going to say 48 square miles.
That is huge.
It is? I have no idea.
That would be 48 miles by
48 and then everything in between. Yes, I understand.
That would be
2 square miles?
gigantic.
I don't know. Tustin's got big heart. I just feel like it's
Clearly,
huge.
neither of us understand measurement at all.
I haven't dealt with square miles in a long time.
I think we've established here that neither of us understand measurement.
12 square miles. I don't know what I'm talking
pretty
about.
close. 11 square miles.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. 48 square miles.
48 sounded good. All right, I guess that's
11
it. That's
square
the
miles.
quiz.
I would have guessed smaller.
11. Yeah, square miles is tough because it's 11 by 11, right? And then everything in between.
Yes.
So it's 11 times 11 in miles, right? Is that how you do that?
I mean, I've already established I don't understand how this works.
We're going to have to check the math on some of these for sure. Anyways, I guess that's the show. We have a lot of questions. See, I thought you were going to ask harder questions. Maybe I should ask you a couple questions. All
right, hit me.
All right, I just saw this.
Do you know the answer to these questions?
I saw these a couple months ago, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, it's similar to the City of Trees and, the red eucalyptus. Like, I don't
yeah.
see these a lot. That's why they kind of stick in my
All right,
mind.
hit
But
me with it. I'm ready.
okay, what's Tustin's city bird?
Oh, we have a city bird.
We have a city bird. I think, unless my research was incorrect.
And you know the answer to this off the top of your head.
I feel like I know it because it's kind of obscure and I haven't seen it in Tustin. That's why it sticks in my
Parrot.
mind. The parrot?
Yeah.
Parrots aren't even indigenous, are they?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just...
No, it is, I think, the hooded oriole.
Okay, but you're
I've
not a
never
bird
seen
watcher.
one.
Why
No.
would you have seen it?
All I see is crows here.
A lot of crows.
And some parrots, actually.
Yeah, parrots.
But where do you see the hooded oriole in Tustin? Let us know, Tustin.
I'm going to have to look up a picture.
You know the baseball team, the Orioles.
I know.
It's like the bird with the, I think it's like yellow, orange kind of like
Oh, I'm looking at it.
area. Yeah, good looking bird, right?
It's orange.
Yeah, orange.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Me neither. That's why it's stuck in my head.
Okay.
Okay, what is the Tustin flower? City flower.
Wow, we have a flower,
We have a
too.
flower. See, you guys are learning things now too.
Okay, well, if it's anything like the tree, it's something I've never seen in Tustin before.
Me too. I feel like that's why it's stuck in my head.
Okay. Is it... I feel like it's something weird like a hibiscus flower. Is it
No.
something weird?
Maybe. I don't know even how to pronounce it. I think it's
then
called
how are you going to tell me?
Camarilla? Camparilla?
Oh,
Is that a flower?
yeah.
All I
But
know is
don't
that I've
think-
never seen one.
You're not saying it right.
Yeah, how do you pronounce it?
Well, no. Oh, when you said it, I was picturing it in my head, but now...
It's a flower that only, I think, is pretty indigenous to southern areas. That's why it's our flower.
I'm surprised that you offered that up.
How do
when
you
didn't
how do
know.
you pronounce it?
I don't know, because
And then the northern flower is the peony?
peony.
Peony. So that's why I knew those two.
Say what you think the first one was.
Camprilla. Something like that.
Oh.
You can probably Google Tustin city flower.
Oh, that's a better idea. Because I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I can't...
I mean, it's a beautiful flower. It's kind of got like a lot of openings and folds.
No, it's a camellia.
Camilla, that's what I was trying to say.
Camellia?
Camellia? Like, how do you pronounce that? That's why I was asking. Campilla? Something like that?
No, there's no P.
Well, are you talking Latin name or
It's a
common?
camellia.
Where have you seen? I've never seen one in Tustin. I
Yes,
don't think either.
You have. They're
around?
I don't ever feel like I'm pronouncing it correctly, but they're
Me too, but that's why
they're indigenous to Southern California. You know, my mom and dad have a huge camellia bush in front of their house.
Yeah, I've seen it before,
Okay.
not in Tustin.
I'm
Where
sure,
do you find these bushes in Tustin?
I'm sure you've seen it.
Maybe
in
we've
Tustin.
seen it, just not flowering. Maybe. Okay. Anyways, that's the quiz show. I think I
That's
nailed
all
it.
you got for me, huh?
Those were the two that I thought you would be questioning on. That I
Oh.
remember. So I was hoping that was some of those slow.
Because then you
Slow
knew
ball,
the answers. You were
softball
hoping I
pitches.
was going to ask you questions you already knew the answer to.
Yeah, of course, quiz show. Try to nail it. I think I got at least 50%.
I think
I
won.
passed.
I think I won.
You came up with the questions. You didn't. Oh boy. Anyways, this has been Talkin' Tustin. We have a lot of questions for you, Tustin. If you have any answers out there, hit us up.
I feel like we asked more
Questions than gave answers.
Yes.
That's how it usually goes, I feel like.
Maybe I'll do a little more
Trying to start a
research.
Tustin conversation. We got to be talking
the next
Tustin every day.
podcast.
Anyways, yeah. Hit us up, talkintustin@gmail.com. Send us your questions, comments, answers. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at Talkin' Tustin. Or you could hit me up on Twitter, tweet at me at Dr. Nathan Jurgen. And anything to report?
This has been an Egg Applause production.
Yes, very good. And the sun will come out tomorrow, Tustin.
Wow.